let's talk about hooks. So what is a hook? Well, if you've watched any TikTok video, you have seen that the first 3 seconds are so vital. And if you have, somehow been unaware of the importance of a hook, well, then we're going to talk about why these hooks are so important. Now, I don't have the exact percentages, but I saw a video the other day talking about if you engage people for the first 3 seconds, how much better your video performs. So in this instance, what we're going to kind of talk about is organic views as well as ads, because if you're running an ad, you should have a hook, and you need to have that hook in there because it is just so vital. Now, I'll be personal too, and I'll share kind of how and where I struggle with hooks. But ultimately, what it comes down to is understanding your avatar, and or your avatar is, in this case, who you believe to be the person best for your offer. In this case, I would assume that if you have an offer, you know who a good buyer is of that offer. And so when you are beginning to craft this hook and trying to extract this person in, out of their kind of state of just scrolling, you need to capture their attention. I've learned about this strategy from Alex Becker, and Alex Becker is a great marketer on YouTube. And I learned about his method on YouTube and running YouTube ads a few years ago. And what he does in this first 5 seconds is he really states that you are there to state your business and to pull that audience out and kind of let the other folks go. So you are starting an ad. If you're starting a video, what you're trying to do is really tell this viewer what they're about to see and the importance of it. You're laying this foundation, but you need to hook them first. So if you are speaking to business owners and marketers, you should probably just state that right away. But essentially what I'm trying to do is speak to the time element to help them understand how long this is going to take to help them, because people want ease and speed. So if I were to say marketers and business owners, how would you like to build a full stack marketing funnel in less than 5 weeks? I don't think that's actually very strong, but again, I'm at least talking to those, I'm extracting my audience, people who are in marketing and people who are business owners. Now, specifically where I specialize in helping businesses grow is with paid ads and data and analytics. So I might want to use that in the first few seconds to kind of state my business and help them know that this is for them. If this is a business who is not interested in using paid ads and ROI and tracking and scaling with kind of automation and things that are on autopilot, then I don't want, it's not that I don't want them around, but I don't want to be speaking to those people. Sure, that would be great for top of funnel sort of mindset, where they come back and when they're ready to run ads, they might think like, hey, Jason is a really good guy to go to when it comes to running ads. But what I want to do is I want to speak to the people who are ready to take action now. And that's kind of the biggest piece with your hook, specifically if you are running ads. So this is the same thing on Facebook, or sorry, this is the same thing on YouTube. There's that nice little 5-second skip button on YouTube ads. And that's not a bad thing if people skip your ads, because hopefully the people in them aren't really interested in what you have to present to them, or aren't really interested in what you have to say. So within this first 5 seconds on a YouTube ad, you are trying to, again, pull out the audience and kind of state your business. And one thing that I think helps in this is really knowing what the desired state of this viewer is. So if they're a marketer or a business owner and they're trying to scale their business, you can speak to that, and that's going to pull them in. Now from there, after you've hooked them, then you can go into a different strategy. You can go ahead and try to agitate them, not in a bad way, but just kind of empathize with where their frustrations currently are. Maybe they've been doing a lot of organic outreach. Maybe they've, tried paid ads and failed, because we all have done that. Maybe they have tried up, a Facebook campaign and then got confused about pixels or retargeting or any of that. You're trying to kind of pull that out. So after you hook them, you can kind of go in there with a minor agitation to just kind of empathize with them and understand where they are and what they're trying to do. And that gives you this credibility to continue and to talk. Now, one thing that I've learned is something that kind of works after a hook is going into that social proof saying, hey, I know exactly where you are, and I've helped this person, this person, and this person, and this person try to achieve what you're trying to do. So if I were to hook somebody, I could then say, hey, I've helped the business go from, $14 million to $24 million in just 1 year using this exact method that I'm about to tell you. So all of a sudden they see themselves as this other, as this other person. And they think, okay, so and so has done this. I'm going to keep listening. I'm going to keep paying attention. Hey guys, more people showing up in the live. So the hook, though, is really the part that matters most. That is where you have to extract your audience. And that's something that I just spent an hour last night working on hooks and hooks and hooks, trying to find something that is relevant to the people, to the marketing teams that need to scale, as well as the business owners who are trying to scale. And it was a really good exercise. So if you are struggling with, if you're struggling with your hooks, I would say first, you might be struggling with who you're speaking to. You have to know who you're speaking to in order for this hook to hook them. Otherwise, you're just going to be kind of rambling with words and not necessarily going after the message that you want to convey to them.